have to blame the people at Ellis Island because they didn't want to spell that long name.
There is a myth that is constantly perpetuated, and that is immigrants had their last names or first names anglicized through Ellis Island. This myth could not be further from the truth, and today we're going to try to help set the record straight. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel that helps you understand your DNA, climb your family tree, and write your ancestors' stories along the way. And yeah, sometimes we like to have a little fun. So, how are you going to set the record straight that your ancestor's name was not changed at Ellis Island when you have people that you talk to like this?
Hi, I'm Bambi Jenkins, but my last name really should be Jingleheimer Smith. When John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, his name is my name too, when he came to America, he went to Ellis Island, and they changed his name from Jingleheimer Smith to Jenkins. I know in a previous video I said he didn't know how to spell his name. Well, that's part of the story, but you have to blame the people at Ellis Island because they didn't want to spell that long name.
No, Bambi, and people who are like Bambi, your ancestor's name was not changed at Ellis Island. First of all, Ellis Island didn't operate until 1895, and there was a large wave of immigrants who came to the United States before 1895, and they changed their names. They anglicized them. So you can't blame Ellis Island. So if you want to blame the name change, you have to blame the manifest. You see, when your ancestors boarded a ship in the old world, they hopped on board and had their name written down onto the ship manifest. And when the manifest was given to Ellis Island workers in the time period I just showed you, yeah, that one, the manifest was then used by the workers processing new arrivals, and your name needed to match you. So if the name was wrong, you have to blame the manifest.
You know the other problem? They didn't understand what he was saying. He said, Jingleheimer Smith. They hadn't heard of the famous song about him yet, so they just went, Jingle, Jenkins. Yeah, that sounds good. Your name is Jenkins.
When immigrants came to Ellis Island, they had interpreters who spoke their language to the officials who didn't speak their language, if that was the case. So if the manifest was correct and somehow the name changed, then maybe you can blame the interpreter, although there's very few cases of that taking place. The fault completely lies on your ancestor.
If only John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, when he went to Ellis Island, if he would have brought the family Bible from either France or Poland or Japan or wherever he's from, I really don't know that part. If he would have brought the family Bible, then those workers at Ellis Island would know how to spell his name, and I wouldn't be Bambi Jenkins, I'd be Bambi Jingleheimer Smith.
Well, a lot of name changes happened after people left Ellis Island, and they changed their name because we didn't have identification like we do now. It was relatively easy to change your name. Or your ancestor changed their name before they got on the ship and signed the manifest, and thus telling the ship personnel and then Ellis Island what their name was. So Bambi, I hate to break it to you, John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith, if he really was your ancestor, he's to blame for the name change. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And before you leave, check out some more comedy videos here and our more serious research tips here.